I, 26F, am married to my husband, 28M. I don't have the best relationship with his family but have always been civil. I've never had a problem with my sister-in-law, 30F, but there was always some tension between us. She asked me 2 months ago to babysit her children since she likes going out with her girlfriends on weekends but never got the time because of the kids, and plus I don't work weekends. My husband thought this would be a great way to bond with her kids, 4F, 7M, and smooth the tension between me and my sister-in-law. I thought a few weekends here and there wouldn't hurt, but she was also refusing to pay since I'm family. I didn't want to without payment, but I did want to make my husband happy and keep the peace because I knew she was going to cause drama in his family if I didn't, so I said yes. It wasn't so bad and the kids are nice and respectful, plus she paid for food. Fast forward to this weekend, I saw a notification on my sister-in-law's phone, who was sitting next to me on Friday at a family dinner between my mother-in-law and sister-in-law, talking shit about me, saying stuff like I'm annoying. I was shocked because I had been babysitting her kids for free and been very nice to her. I confronted both of them with my husband, who said it wasn't a big deal and to drop it, but I was enraged. They both said I had no right to snoop and crossed a line, but eventually they gave a half-hearted apology. I was still mad at them and my husband for not sticking up for me. My sister-in-law asked me if I could babysit on Sunday. I said no and told her I was shocked at the audacity for her even asking. Now my husband and his family are mad and saying I'm overreacting and blowing things out of proportion. I think I'm in the right, but my husband isn't speaking to me and is sleeping in the guest room. So, comment 1, girl, why are you with him? He doesn't respect you either, leave that man. Comment 2. The half-hearted apologies from her sister-in-law and mother-in-law, plus with her husband's dismissal of her feelings, show a lack of genuine remorse and understanding of the hurt caused. Short story 2, telling my dad he doesn't get to play the hero in my story anymore. I, 16F, just graduated high school last week. My dad, 46M, wasn't there. Not because he couldn't be, but because I didn't want him there. My parents divorced when I was 11. He was never a bad dad in the obvious ways, no yelling, no hitting. He was just not there. Birthday calls at midnight, not because he cared but because he forgot until the last second. Cancelled visits. Ghosted parent-teacher meetings. He called me his princess but missed every single play I ever acted in. At some point I stopped believing the promises. I stopped asking. Last summer, I had a solo at a performance I had worked on for months. I texted him the details, he said he'd 100% be there. He never came. I checked my phone while backstage, mind you phones were sort of prohibited, thinking maybe something happened. Nothing. He called the next day and said he got distracted. That was it. No apology. This year, I graduated. I gave my speech as valedictorian. My mom was there. She brought flowers, took pictures, held me when I cried. I didn't tell my dad anything. I didn't even tell him when it was. My mom was there. She cried. She held my hand. She told me she was proud of me. It was everything I needed. But then my aunt posted photos online. My dad saw them. He called me crying. Like, full-on sobbing. He asked me why I didn't give him the chance to be there for the biggest day of my life. He said I was punishing him forever for being human. He said he loved me. I told him, very calmly, that he doesn't get to show up for the photo when he skipped the whole story. That I wrote this chapter without him, and he doesn't get to staple his name onto the ending. Now my family's split, saying I was too harsh. That a daughter should always give her father a chance. I don't know. I wanted him to be the kind of dad I could invite. But wanting that didn't make it true. Comment 1. Look, if he was even half engaged in your life, he would have known you were close to graduation and would have asked when the date was. I stopped bothering to tell my parents about things as well. Expecting absence is better than hoping and being let down again and again. Comment 2. NTA. Blood does not equal family. If your dad actually cared, he would have asked when the graduation ceremony was. Congratulations on graduating early, as valedictorian no less. You are very clearly going places without that man dragging you down. Pay no mind to the aunts and uncles. Story 3, refusing to keep paying black tax even though my family is struggling. I'm a 28-year-old African woman working in a decent job as a teacher. I'm not rich, but I'm doing okay. Ever since I started working, I've been expected to help out my extended family, paying for groceries, covering school fees for cousins, sending money to my mom monthly, etc. In our culture, it's seen as a duty, what people call black tax. I understood this growing up. I've helped where I could. But lately it's become too much. My siblings now expect me to cover everything, and my mom doesn't say no to them. I'm expected to help with bills, car repairs, and now even a wedding contribution for my younger cousin's wedding. I finally said, no more. I've started saving for my own life, therapy, travel, and a deposit for my own apartment. I told my family that I'm not a bank, and they need to start standing on their own feet. I told my mom I will only help with the needs, and she cried. My aunt called me whitewashed. My brother said I've become selfish and forgotten where I came from. But I've spent years putting their needs first. I've missed opportunities, drained my savings, and lived paycheck to paycheck while they bought new phones and clothes. I still love them. But I'm tired of carrying everyone. Comment 1. NTA, you're not abandoning your roots, you're finally watering your own. Self-preservation isn't selfish, especially when the people calling you whitewashed are happy to drain you dry while refusing to grow themselves. Comment 2. I come from a mixed family. When black tax was brought up, it was shut down with "didn't you hear?" The slaves were freed. Story 4, hunting someone down when they tried to talk to me at the gym. So, for context, I, F32, don't talk to anyone at my gym outside of saying hi and bye to the people who work there, and having polite etiquette when asking someone if they're using something / saying thank you when they're done. This is partially for efficiency, but mostly because I go to the gym stoned AF and I'm in my zone and I don't want to talk to anyone. Last week, after my workout, I walked over to the food carts by my gym to pick up tacos. While I was there, some guy, M40+, stopped me and said he went to the same gym. I had never noticed him before, but he insisted on walking with me and was talking to me. I was kind of annoyed. Just because you see me on the street with my headphones out doesn't mean it's an invitation to talk to me. I made small talk and tried to be polite. Got out as quick as I could. So the other day, when I'm at the gym foam rolling out with my headphones in, this guy just beelines to me while I'm trying to avoid eye contact, and squats down next to me to say hi and give me a fist bump. I give him a quick heads up, acknowledge him but ignore the fist bump. Avoid eye contact the rest of the time I'm there. And then today, this guy comes into the gym and sees me. I immediately avoid eye contact and he doesn't come up to me, so I think he gets the picture. But then, when I'm doing leg lifts, he comes over and tries to give me a fist bump. So I take out my headphone and I say, look man, I don't want to do this. I'm here to work out, I'm not here to make friends. I don't want to talk to you, okay? And he starts to say I was just saying hi. And I respond with yeah, I get it. Please don't. And put my headphone back in and kept working out. I realize anyone who saw this probably thought I was a giant R. But, I don't think someone's need for connection overrides my need to have a good workout. So, comment 1. NTA, I'm tired of being forced to be polite and not making people uncomfortable even though they just made me uncomfortable. More people need to be blunt because people don't seem to understand hints of unwanted interactions. Comment 2. NTA. Coming from a father, I hope my daughter has the boundaries you do when she's grown. You don't owe anyone your attention. You rock though. Extra. Hiding my savings from my dad and his wife? So yeah. I, 22F, just got kicked out of the house I've been living in for 2 years. My dad didn't even say anything. It was all his wife. Not my mom. Never felt like a mom. She told me straight up, You don't help us, you don't live here. What she means by help is handing over money. I work full-time. I pay for my own stuff, food, clothes, gas, everything. But that's not enough. She wants me to hand over cash to her. To fund her stupid online casino addiction. She literally sits at her laptop all day clicking those spinning reels like she's gonna win big and save the world. Spoiler, she never does. She just loses my dad's paycheck and then asks me if I've pitched in this month. And my dad? He knows. He knows she gambles every cent they have and then cries about the bills. But he acts like he doesn't see it. He's either in denial or just too tired to fight. Honestly, sometimes I don't even recognize him anymore. He used to be solid. Quiet, but dependable. Now he just nods along to whatever she says, like he's scared she'll leave or something. I don't get it. So yeah. I've been saving. Secretly. Every payday I put a chunk in a separate account she doesn't know about. I've been planning to get my own place, move out clean, no drama. But I guess I wasn't fast enough. Last week, she went through my bag while I was at work. Found an ATM receipt I forgot to throw out. She saw the balance and lost her mind. Said I was hoarding money while she and my dad struggle. Claimed I was selfish. That I've been eating under her roof. First of all, what food? You mean the cup noodles I buy myself? She told me I had two choices, give her a share, or get out. I packed my bags the next day. Now I'm staying at a friend's place and I feel, I don't even know. Guilty? Relieved? Angry? All of it, maybe. She made it sound like I betrayed them. Like I'm some villain for not funding her slot machine habit. Like I don't love my dad because I won't burn my future to keep her fake lifestyle going. And it's not like I didn't try. I offered to help with groceries. I paid the electric bill once when they were gonna get shut off. I even tried to talk to my dad about her gambling and he just told me, don't start something. So yeah, I walked away. But I keep wondering. Should I have said yes? Given her some of my savings just to keep the peace a little longer? Should I have told my dad everything before I left? Was I really being selfish for keeping my money a secret? I mean, I just wanted to protect myself. Comment 1, NTA. Send your dad a message telling him you love him but you had to put money away for yourself because you could see her gambling all the money away and that made you feel unsafe. Tell him that you love him, which is why you're concerned for his safety while his wife gambles all their money and retirement away. And then get on with your own life away from them. Good link. OP comment. Thank you. That's exactly what I needed to hear. I do love my dad, but I also need to protect myself. It's time I focus on building a life that's stable and secure.